You're not lost. You're just in the middle of an incomplete story. As Steve Jobs once said, you can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backward. Today we're going to break down that iconic idea and show you how your setbacks, failures, and detours might be shaping your greatest success story. In 2005, Steve Jobs gave a commencement speech at Stanford that changed how millions think about success. It wasn't filled with business tactics or productivity hacks. It was raw, honest, and real. He told 3 stories. Not about Apple's rise, but about dropping out of college, getting fired from his own company, and facing death. He said these moments, these dots, didn't make sense at the time. But looking back, they connected perfectly. Think about it. Jobs dropped out of Reed College. Total failure, right? But because of that, he wandered into a calligraphy class. And that one class inspired the beautiful typography we now see on every Mac. Later, he got fired from Apple, the company he co-founded. It was brutal. It was embarrassing, right? But that led him to Next and Pixar, both of which shaped the future of tech and animation. Years later, when Apple bought Next, Steve returned to the company, more creative, more powerful than ever. None of that could be planned forward. But in reverse, the dots are clear. Most of us try to map out life perfectly, but Jobs reminds us the real path isn't straight. It's zigzag. You take jobs you hate, get rejected, fail, and restart. But every one of those experiences is a dot, even the dark ones. And the key? The key is to keep moving, keep collecting dots. You don't have to understand everything now. You just have to trust they'll connect later. No, I'm not saying every one of you will see success like Steve Jobs, but I'm pretty sure that you'll find yourself in a far better position if you allow your dots to connect. So how can we intentionally connect the dots? Before getting into that, please take a moment to subscribe to this channel for more self-improvement videos. Your support means the world to me. Now here are the 4 steps to intentionally connect the dots to form a fulfilling life. 1. Follow curiosity, not just logic. Jobs didn't learn calligraphy because it would help his career. He took it because it fascinated him. And that curiosity later created Apple's design identity. 2. Embrace detours. That job that feels beneath you, that breakup, that failure. It may be planting seeds for something you can't yet imagine. 3. Don't force a final answer. Most people panic when life isn't on track, but remember, the dots don't make sense forward. So relax into the unknown for now. 4. Reflect often. Look back with a brighter perspective. Always search for the answers to these questions. What past pain taught you a critical skill? What rejection opened a better door? The answers will give you faith in your path. Not blind optimism, but trust in the process. It makes failure meaningful. It turns confusion into purpose. Steve Jobs called this connecting the dots. It's trusting your story before you know the ending. So if you're struggling right now, even if things don't make sense, just keep going. Collect every setbacks as dots. Trust the chaos. Because one day these dots will complete the constellation, forming something meaningful. And that day you'll understand, it all had to happen exactly that way.